Welcome to 5 Minutes of Faith, brought to you by Believers Ministries, where we're reaching the community with the love of Christ, one person, one family at a time. Join us today as we're taking excerpts from our guest speaker, Minister Doreen Dawkins from Rhema Christian Center.
Today's subject is I Have a Dream. Genesis the 50th chapter, verses 19 through 21, and it reads, And Joseph said unto them, Fear not, for am I in the place of God? But as for you, you thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good, to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive. Now therefore, fear ye not. I will nourish you and your little ones. And he comforted them and spake kindly unto them. The first thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 37th chapter, verses 5 through 11, is to learn when to shut our mouth. We can't tell everybody the dream that's in our heart, the vision that God has given us. The second thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 39th chapter, verses 1 through 20, is to always walk in integrity. Amen. If we don't pass the small test, we're not going to be given a bigger test from the Lord.
That's right.
God is not like the public school system. You know, after a while, they get tired of looking at your big self. They'll put you on into the 6th grade. Just move you right on along, whether you can read or not. Just sit there, and we'll move you on. But if you don't pass the test of the Lord, you'll be seeing that same old bush, that same old test, that same old thing, over and over again. The third thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 39th chapter, verses 21 through 23, is to be faithful in every assignment, even the ones that don't seem significant or pleasant. Because we all have the things we like to do, and the things we prefer to do. But if God tells us to do something that we don't necessarily like to do, and the thing that we don't necessarily prefer to do, we still have to do it. The fourth thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 40th chapter, verse 7, is to be sensitive to the needs of those around us. Somebody said that observation is the first level of discernment. The fifth thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 40th chapter, verse 8, is to make sure we give God all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. The sixth thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 41st chapter, the 14th verse, is to properly prepare for our purpose. The seventh thing we must do to see our dream realized is to know that delay is not denial. Just because it takes a while, wait on that thing, baby. Keep preparing. Don't quit. Remember, if you quit at any point, it might be just that moment before you was about to see the manifestation of your promise. The thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 42nd chapter, verses 5 through 9, is to realize that many times the peanut gallery doesn't remember the negative impact they attempted to have on your life. The ninth thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 42nd chapter, verses 8 through 9, is to realize many times the process changes us, or should change us. The 10th thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 45th chapter, verses 4 through 8, is to realize that only God can make our dreams a reality. Now you might have trained somebody, you might have even put some resources in their hand, but it's all the Lord. So we get it all mixed up. We want to glory in the thing. And the 11th thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 47th chapter, verse 11, is to be obedient to God no matter what. Now, the thing I like about this passage is this. As Christians, a lot of times we want to sweep it under the rug. Oh, I know they're sorry for what they did. No, Joseph told them, you thought evil against me, meaning I know what you did, and I know what you meant. But all that plan that you had, and all that, you was trying to negate the plan of God on my life, but God meant it unto good.
Amen.
Because God can turn around all that junk that they try to do.
Yes.
All the words over
Right.
your life.
Yes.
All the time they push
Amen.
you around.
Mhm.
And God can turn all that around and use that to His glory. The
Yes.
12th
Amen.
thing we must do to see our dream realized is found in Genesis the 50th chapter, verses 19 to 21, is to continue to be steadfast in our
Right.
calling.
We trust that the word has encouraged you today, and we cordially invite you to come out to Believers Ministries. We're located at 465 Waterbury Ct Suite E in Gahanna, Ohio. For more information on our service times, go to www.believersministries.net. God bless.